even though they said drinking was my problem, they didn't take it away from me. There was the day that Jim Force, on November 16th of 2002, I suppose, I said, yeah, it was right after I got home from Michigan, where I went and saw my mother debilitated by the University of Michigan Mental Health Society, whatever you call it. They did an operation on her. Might as well see what we can do with a hillbilly. And I was there for a week, and I laid my hands on her, and she woke up, and I stayed longer than I should have after that, because, well, I was getting ready to go back to California. And then I went back. And Jim Force there on November 16th. Wow. It was November 2nd that they fucked her up. That's today. What year is this? "18 years later, yeah, they did what they did. And, black van, and dressed well for it. And I said, I'm gonna call her. He said, she doesn't want to hear that. That's what Jim first said. This is the day that her father died. And it made sense. And I said, you're right. And because he said that, I went to the bar instead. And I went and I hung out with a couple of painter brothers, giants of men. And we had a good time. And I remember a guy saying, don't go. And I said, I gotta get out of here. And I had 2 houses at the time, and I was gonna go to the one further away. And I was trying to zip my jacket. And I've since had the zipper replaced, but I couldn't get it. And I got on that thing and I was riding down the road. I'm going down the road on my motorcycle. And there it was. I saw a sign that said 35, and I looked down at my speedometer and I was doing 45, or 40. I was doing 40. That's the truth. Get my memories right. And I said, I'm doing all right. Next thing I know, I went, ha! Oh. And I went flying over a car. And I came to. I came to. I was lying on the ground. I was lying on the ground. And I got up. And I walked slowly over to my motorcycle. And on the way to it, I looked on the sidewalk in the middle of the night, in the dark. And there was a guy standing there, and he looked at me when he saw me get up. He said, oh! Oh! And I said, ugh. And he said, where are you going? And I said, I gotta get out of here. And he said, you can't go anywhere. You just hit 2 parked cars. I said, bullshit. And I went and I picked up my motorcycle the way I saw them do it on the TV. The way cops are taught to pick up their cop motorcycles. I picked it up and I got on it and I went, "Rrr, rrr," and a cop car came pulling up. And, well, I was going to jail. Shouldn't have been drinking Jack with the painters. And I looked at that guy on the way back to the car, and I looked at him like, "You fucking rat." And he, evidently, I was supposed to be dead. Don't matter much. If you're gonna die, all you gotta do is look good. And that's what they did. I went and talked to the cop. He said, "Yeah," and I said, "Yeah, I'm drunk." I was totally alert. Took a good hit to the head. Wake up. Wake up. This is where I'm at. And he said, "Yeah." Breathalyzer in the back of the car. Never got treated bad at all. Why? Because you gotta look good in court. Act like a decent individual. And you're gonna be amazed at how much you can get away with.